Alright, ladies and gents. Got time for one more quick one. Here we go. Now, we was in Lustrum. Alright. Now, Palmer and Plenty. 5 barrels of ours with Leadbeater and Steinrod. Well. We're gonna go to Carillion. We're gonna go north and loop down. And then up here and loop down. And that's how we're gonna roll. Alright, and then okay. Yep. Yeah, so need those ministry permits. Yep. I also need to have a grand exploit. Ooh, a spinster. You don't really care to fight one. I mean, I will if I have to, but it's not a priority or nothing. We'll probably find another one later on down the line. I'm gonna hug this and delve into this little cubby hole, because why not? Might as well explore a little bit off the beaten path. Ooh. They've done us. Let's just mourn the dead. Lose some tear. Oh, shoot. Shoot. There we go. Loot it. Yep. Let's loot the hold. Get a solid crate. A barrel of unseasoned hours. Excellent. Now, what's so important in this tiny little cubby? Oh, looks like it's an alternate path. That's fine. Oh, shnikes. Oh, shnikes. Up for the love. Oh, shnik. Oh, no. Shoot. Okay, this is. Oh my gosh, that was. Whew! That was terrifying. Only 11 hull damage, though, which was fantastic. I was expecting far worse to occur right then and there. That was a triple whammy that I care not to repeat. So, we successfully explored that route. We're going to hug this wall, go around. I think there's something over here. Tackety. Alright, hello Mr. Tackety. That strange rubbery noise. And if you can't hear it right now, consider yourselves lucky because it is annoying. Constant creaking of rubber. Running low on supplies, but we should be able to restock at Carillion. And we may, with our newly upgraded stats, be able to get some stuff done. And my chair is low enough that I'm willing to try it. Hello. I want you. I want that. Ah, and you're just... Oh, well, maybe you're turned around. Okay. Oh, shoot. Yes, there's two of them. Let's deploy the canning equipment, get some free resources. Onwards. Alright. One more point of hull damage. There we go. Right buttons. And more canning. There we go. We got ourselves turned around. Into Carillion we go. Docking. Alright. Overgrown shrine. Let's contemplate the statue. Crockery. We don't need crockery. Write that port report. Alright, let's ask about Sarge's stuff for the Rat Brigade. You are directed to the presiding deviless. Her record keeping is immaculate. If Sarge left something behind, she'll have made note. An avoidance of repetition. She glances up when you enter her office. On noticing the Rat Brigade, her eyebrows rises a fraction. We've never satisfactorily answered the question of rodent souls. How can I help you? She addresses you and ignores the rats. It transpires that the Deviless is able to locate Sarge's file remarkably swiftly. She does not hand over the slim folder, but reads it in silence. There, I knew he'd specified something. That those who came looking for that which he entrusted to us must first undergo penance to avoid a repetition of his mistakes. You'll require a shift of perspective that can be gained in the checkerboard garden. Alright, so we need a shift of perspective. Oh, and it's my lowest thing. Hey, we got it. Nice. Alright, well, I consider that massively lucky. Let's attend a candlelit soiree with an inconvenient aunt. She insisted that it will do you good. Come on, she says, a fierce gleam behind her spectacles. Your aunt, chattering constantly, guides you through the ash-gray stone chambers of Carillion. Eventually, you reach a little door in one of the less traveled backways. Your aunt knocks thrice. A door swings open, and a severe, scarred old woman peers out. Bunty! Your aunt cries happily. After a brief introduction, Bunty ushers you inside. You emerge into a room with a high mirrored ceiling. Its dark paneled walls are illuminated by dripping crimson candles. Revolutionaries consort with ministry auditors. Devils drink with bright-eyed ministers of the new sequence. A famous tackety general is highly occupied with a distinguished admiral. What has she brought you to? Let's mingle. It's a party. You introduce yourself to very many personages, some great and good, most borderline criminal. Everyone seems to believe you already know the rules, so you learn a number of surprising things about the information networks of the High Wilderness, most crucially to the extent to which their frequent contact breeds certain mutual understandings. Suddenly you hear a familiar crunch of boiled sweets in your ear. Your aunt has returned. Her expression is aghast. Let's get out of here. I've learned something about a rendezvous at St. Dunstan's. She refuses to say more here. Alright. Tale of Terror could be useful. Alright, Carillion. Travel around. I'm just going to see if I can't get some penances rolling. Let's try it. Nice. Let's towards Spineless Curate. Can I help him? He needs a Shifter's Perspective. I don't have that. I need that for something else. Alright. Purification to enter the Bell Garden. Deprivation can be gained here. Hearts. Man, my hearts. Huh. Yay. What does she want? I need an ordeal. Let's ask about the devil. I've already ordeal. This is ridiculous. I have ludicrously high stats. Alright, well, real quick, let's try and finish Miss Devilis. Yep. You have been cleansed of Sarge's sin. The Rat Brigade looks almost contrite. A single chief. The presiding Devilis smiles at the unhappy expressions of the rats. Much better. She passes over a single piece of paper from Sarge's file. It smells of incense and jasmine. Hookah, Sintress explains. Sarge did like his luxuries. The writing is minuscule and brief. The vault is at the central office of Halage's bank. The account was opened in London in the year before the blockade of New Winchester. The Devilis is already working on a new file. You have apparently been dismissed. Alright, so we need to talk to them. Well, actually, no. Let's see if I can talk to her and get some of those indulgences. Buy indulgences in bulk. Let's buy some indulgences. After all, remarks the Devilis, Carillion is not inexpensive to maintain. We have the food and provisions for the devils and the patients. Then there's the upkeep on the buildings, the labor for the bells, the effort to advertise Carillion services to those abroad, and you would not believe what we spend on devising the penance themselves. I spent half the day on requisitions, pitchforks, tongs, ice, soap by the hundredweight. With a donation of this scale, you can expect very substantial benefits from Carillion. Alright, sweet. I got a little bit lighter. I'm going to hang on to one just in case. You never know. Alright, so we're on our way to reforging our soul. Let's go to the Bell Garden real fast, because I feel like we can refine our soul. Cure your fermented soul. Perhaps you have eaten that which you should not. Perhaps you've come in contact with something unclean. At any rate, your soul has gone a bit off. There are still a few flaws in your soul, but matters are improving. Nice. Alright, so let's approach the nurse and see if we can't... deprivation and ordeal to the nurse. What good is control if it doesn't come with strength? Savage secret. On the way down the staircase, she tells you about the hospital where she used to work, administrators who stole from the medical funds, doctors who drank before surgeries. Some meant well, some meant poorly. I can't say I did much about it. I didn't want to be too harsh with the ones that were trying, she says. but I should have done for the patient's sake. All right. Let's go to the Sand Garden. I have a clear soul. I will not be deterred. Holy cow. Cure my clear soul. I don't think I want to cure my clear soul. But let's gain a great deal of endurance penance. Nice. A very brave woman kept an unburied body in the house for 4 months. Until the penitent recovers from this inclination, she has been locked in a lightless box. Would you say you are feeling more or less conscious of your mortality than when you began this program? Asks the supervising devil. Your own punishment passes swiftly. Afterwards, you can't help but notice some of it is a little subpar, but the attendants seem happy with the penance you have acquired. Alright. Alright. I don't want to cure my clear soul. It seems like a bad idea. Mr. Ape. Inescapable truth or excess. Well, let's leave him alone. Let's return. And let's see what else. Terrace of glass. I have a flickering soul. I don't have a stained soul. Terrace of glass. My reflection is handsomer than usual. Cure your flickering soul. Let's cure my flickering soul and see what happens. The penance rushes in. One by one, you remember things you've obscured from yourself, like a dreamer shaking off the lingering illusions. Your soul isn't nearly in good condition now. Alright, interesting. Mr. Grim Penitent, what do you want? Endurance. Let him be. Inescapable truth. Nice. Return to the center. My soul is clear. I don't know. Maybe a clear soul is not a good thing to be had? I don't know. This is really rather odd. I'm not used to navigating this. So I think we'll just leave that there and buy a couple more supplies. Now then, real fast, let's double check our time. How we doing on time? We're doing pretty darn good. Okay, so we messed around with our soul a bit. Now we're going to head on over to Traitors Wood. And then it's on to Port Avon and then New Winchester. And we're not going to take on any more thingamajiggers unless we absolutely know we have everything, and we're going to clear it immediately because more shipping concerns. Because I want to make certain that we have something for when we go back to Alboin. And we are going back. Let's mourn the dead. Up and to the left. I almost want to see a scribe spinster out here. Almost. Chugging along through the skies. And we do need to go back to Alboin fairly soon. Real quick, let's talk to our Rat Brigade. Discover what the Rat Brigade are up to. Another location of Sarge's vault. They don't seem to want to leave your locomotive. They'll need the numbers to the account. Where do they think they'll find them? Old wounds. They're thick with the scent of jasmine. The rats have acquired a hookah pipe and are reminiscing over their lost Sarge. Albrecht twitches his immaculate whiskers. We need to find Vilma, our strategist. But it will be awkward. She was Cinder's paramour. There's a snark from somewhere in the nest. Albrecht continues. We lost touch with the others, but Vilma knows where they are. And when we open the vault, you will have a share, of course. The last I heard, Vilma was residing at Perdurance as a pet. Albrecht's expression speaks volumes. So we need to go to Perdurance. Again, okay. I mean, we do need to go back to Alboin. At some point. We do need to go back to Alboin. So we'll probably end up doing that after this. Just because there's a lot more to explore up there, a lot more to discover. More fun to be had. Well, not more fun necessarily, but you know what I'm saying. Alright, let's just rest. And lower our terror. No, I'm not a scholar, but I'm gonna bribe you. These guys are very boring. So I'm just going to speed through this. They will basically want me to find a grave somewhere. They're very, very, very boring. No, well, I could go into expeditions in the deep wood. I would need to stockpile on supplies. That is something we could do. Here, hang on. I'm going to real quick write that down as things to do. Traitors Wood. Traitors Wood need supplies and fuel for expedition. Yeah, that way now we have a running tally of sorts, and that way we can get that squared away at some point. Because it is an adventure worth participating in. The Parting Glade. Anything here? Write a port report, of course. Get that done. Anything at the bazaar? Nothing of worth. And no, we can definitely make it to Port Avon. We just can't go off into the wild blue yonder. Forest Edge. Here we go. Somerset Camp. No, it's not it. The Wood's Edge. All right. Let's hunt in the Trader's Wood. Success! Keen-eyed Stoker spies tracks leading into the wood. You follow them. Birds crowd in the canopy ahead of you, startled by something moving. You quicken your pace. Your quarry slows, allowing you to catch up. It stands in a copse of silverwood. A proud stag with its many-tined triple crown. Its majesty does not spare your bullets. It takes 5 people to carry it back to your engine. Did I kill it or did I catch it? I'm confused there. Well, so we've gone off on a quick trip there, taking care of all that jazz. We made it from Lustrum to Carillion to here. Next we're going to Port Avon, then to New Winchester. Where else are we off to? So the plan will be Palmyra and Plenty to Hybris. Then it's a long trek, but through here to Leadbeater and Steinrod. Ooh. Oh, hello. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. I didn't know I could do that. Interesting. Okay, cool beans. Nice to know. Well, at any rate, we'll do that. And then we are going to head on to Leadbeater and Steinrod, then probably up to Titania, back to Avon, and then to New Winchester, and then we'll make a dive for Fort Prosper. But I think we can finish Palmyra and Plenty. I think we can finish them. We will finish them. So that'll be our next bet, is to go here, then to Palmyra and Plenty, finish them off Hybris, and then that route. Bing. I'm going to thank you all once again for watching. I know this is a shorter one, but we'll get to the good stuff fairly shortly. Have a good one, and I'll see you next time.